On February the 4th, 2019, a new game called Apex Legends was released with 6 available characters which were free to play with: Bangalore, Bloodhound, Gibraltar, Lifeline, Pathfinder, Wraith. The game was inspired by Titanfall 2's human pilots and their abilities. In the first 24 hours of its launch, it hit a player base of 1 million. Fast forward a few weeks, the first weapon was released called the Havoc, but many people didn't use it as much since there was not enough energy on the map. B-hopping was a trend, and believe it or not, sniper rifles used heavy ammo at the time. Overall, pretty good season. The crackhead Octane was introduced when season 1 came around. He was fast as fuck. As fast as a black guy running from a cop. Motherfucker be using that ult as if he went and got a girl pregnant or went by to get some milk. Everyone was dropping hard in Artillery, Thunderdome, and of course the most boosted spot going in my opinion, Schooltown. RP to Shrek Swamp though, no one really dropped there, it was a ghost town. What are you doing in my swamp? The exploitation of Gibraltar's shield was nuts. You could carry a ton of caustic traps and bounce around with Octane's jump pad as if it was a shield. Other than the Honored Prey R301 skin and Silver Storm skin, the battle pass was ass. I can't blame Apex for this, the game was still at its developing stage. There was the bug where you could super jump across the entire map. You punch on top of the bin, stand on top of it, and then boom, before you know it, you're flying. Thermite grenades started doing damage to doors. Then we had the legendary hunt event. The concept was just a set of challenges you had to follow, and you'd be rewarded for them with exclusive cosmetics, or you could just buy them from the store. In season 2, Watson was released and she was shocking. Get it?
That's a good one.
She can place fences which does damage to enemies and temporarily slows them down. Her ult regenerates her teammates' shields, which is cool. Another new energy weapon called the L-Star was released. The Battle Pass brought new types of cosmetics to the game, like loading screens, skydive emotes, and music packs, which was a lot better than the Battle Pass in season 1. The P2020 and Mozambique was somewhat useful if they had hammer points attached. Bossman Bloodhound had the blessing of getting his heirloom in the same season during the Iron Crown event. Solo's LTM was arguably the best thing to come to season 2, and fans wanted the game mode to be permanent, but Respawn was like,
are you fucking stupid or something?
Armed and Dangerous was another LTM that was in season 2 where you could use shotguns and snipers only. Then we got a whiff of the new legend coming in season 3, and that legend was Crypto. I'm telling you, this legend was made for campers. Bitches be using that drone more than they use their common sense in games. Like, what are you looking for? Your dad? You ain't never coming back. The main hype for season 3 was the new map, World's Edge. It was big, bright. Thomas the Tank Engine was there, both had good loot, and the charge rifle was broken to the point where motherfuckers at Respawn had to nerf the bitch. They swapped around some school piece and got yeeted out the game. Instead, we got the Anvil receiver for the Flatline and the R301, and double tap for the G7 Scout and Eva 8 for quick 2-round bursts. With the new battle pass, we saw gun charms with the legendary skins being for Pathfinder, Lifeline, the Longbow, and my favourite Peacekeeper skin, Frostbite. There was also a bunch of events like Winter Express, Spooky Mode, Dummy's Big Day, and Third Person Mode. Gibraltar got the fast revive buff that would occur in his bubble. Wraith and Pathfinder continued to get nerfed, but still was somehow the best legends in the game. Oh yeah, and you could get Lifeline's heirloom in an event. Season 4, the 1-year anniversary of Apex, we got this Power Rangers looking ass excuse of a legend named Revenant, and we got the Sentinel. Rev's tactical could shoot balls out his hands, doing 10 damage, and his ult was a totem that him and his teammates could use, which would save you when you take a lot of damage from enemies. You would go poof. Battle Pass had legendary skins for Wraith and Watson. Sniper ammo and Evo shields became a thing. L-Star was ground loot. Season 4 also had some events including Valentine's Day, System Overload, Always event, etc. And with them events, you could get Octane's heirloom. Wraith's portal would disappear after 5 seconds if you were in the ring, because teams would just portal back and forth till other teams will die from circle damage. Big brain move for Respawn to make that nerf. Other than that, I don't have much to say about season 4, but I do for season 5. Loba. Everyone loved this legend for a big, juicy, firm personality. But not for real, her and Revenant are both in the Apex game, so I guess they diss each other on a daily.
So you finally built up the skills to join the Apex games?
I was always good enough to do so.
Is that so? Then where are your parents?
Her tactical is a ring that she throws which can get her from point A to B, so basically teleportation. And her ult is a black market which allows players to reach in and teleport up to 2 items out of all the loot in a large radius around this location. Scorpius was back, but the Anvil receiver was vaulted. Charge towers were added where people could restore the ult of any player. The function of a normal respawn beacon was replaced with a mobile respawn beacon, and if anyone bought all the cosmetics in the Lost Treasures event, they would get Mirage's heirloom, which was trash by the way. The Summer of Plunder event in season 5 was a huge cash grab for Respawn since all the skins that look like common. But hey, that's Apex for you. Battle Pass had legendary skins from Mirage, Bangalore, the Hemlock, and this bussin' Wingman skin. Mirage got the buff where you could control his decoy's movement. Bro could turn invisible when reviving his teammates. You could no longer do the spamming technique with the zipline. When they got rid of this, I was so triggered because I was used to doing it. Treasure packs were added. You could find one every day in the supply bins. When collecting them, you would be rewarded with Apex packs, crafting materials, and gun charms. And there was a thing called quests, which were mini campaigns you could do. Season 6, we got Rampart. She was ass. So ass, I don't want to explain her abilities, but I will for the sake of this video. I'm gonna keep it short though. Tactical, we need to build a wall. Ult. Just saying, her amped cover took years to come up. In that time period, I could have ate, slept, woke up, and still it's not ready to use. Like, come on, people were destroying it in the process of it forming. We got the Volt SMG, which was your new weapon, and let me tell you, the sounds this gun made was satisfying as fuck, and became the most used for a while. Crafting got added to the game where you could collect materials and put it into this machine called the Replicator and receive ammo, upgraded shields, and attachments. That shit was a lifesaver since Apex had shitty loopholes. There were a couple of changes to World's Edge, as you can see here with the before and after. Battle Pass came with legendary Pathfinder, Bloodhound, and Sentinel skin with the reactive skin for the G7. Hollow sprays were new to the season. Unpopular opinion, useless. Devotion was taken out the care package while the R99 was put into it. Massive. Quests returned for season 6, but let's be honest, who gives a shit? During the aftermarket event, we got beta tested for crossplay, which was accessible for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and why they really like that. Flashpoint was where there were big blue domes placed around the map, and if you entered, it would regenerate your health and shield over time. Caustic's heirloom came out. Speaking of Caustic, he's the reason why gas prices went up. And we got another Fight or Fright game mode. And then boom, with the release of Season 7, we got the We Pick Me Up bitch. The fuck? Her tactical was, well...
Singularity deployed.
And their ult was sucking enemies into a black hole. That sounds a bit sus. Along with that, we got Olympus, the B-Tech version of Nuketown. The only difference is it's 10 times bigger. We got the Trident, Loot Marvin, which were Pathfinder's friends. And finally, the Mark All Has Seen button to the menu was added. Beforehand, that shit pissed us all off. And if you're telling me it didn't, you're lying. Clubs was new to Apex, but I don't think anyone cared about it though. But guess what? The game was available on Steam, so whoop to whoever was waiting for that. Season 7 Battle Pass was not too shabby. We got legendary skins for Octane, Wraith, the Prowler, and a reactive skin for the R99. The Quick Draw holster was a new hop-up. Me personally, I've never used it, like ever. But apparently it increases its hipfire accuracy and reduces weapon swap time. It only goes on the RE45 and Wingman, which makes it useless. I mean, once you find a skull piercer, you're getting rid of that bitch. People were finding glitches with Octane's jump pad, like imagine minding your own business and then you see a full team flying across the map with the Trident. Pathfinder showed us his true potential, swinging in the air because he was always meant to be Spider-Man. Oh, fuck off. There was a quest in Season 7. Nah, CBA. We got a lot of events like Hollow Bash, Black Friday Sale, Fight Night, where we got Gibraltar's heirloom. Pathfinder's Fight Night location was ruthless. Teams would drop heart and fight as if they were real boxers like Jake Paul and Nevermind. In Season 8, we got Fuse. Damn, I overused that legend. It's only because his tactical was OP. For me anyway, the knuckle cluster. His ult pissed me off though because enemies do take damage from your mother load, but so do you. And I'd be fine with that, but if you accidentally walk into the fire, you would take 35 damage. What if I was 1 HP? That happened to me once, you know. Anywho, we got the 30-30 repeater, and to this day I don't know how to use it, and we're in Season 13 as we speak. I made a .exe video on this, and the lesson I learned from that was to never make a video on a gun you can't use. The real madness was the new gold mag attachment for the Spitfire. Just look at how crazy this went.
I'm a big fan of yours.
Heat shields were added, which gave you a second chance outside the ring to heal. Don't laugh, but at first I thought it would protect you from bullets and grenades. I got humbled real quick. Slump Lakes and Artillery had some changes in Kings Canyon. A whole new area crash site was added to the map. New explosive holes of loot could be accessed with any grenades planted at the door. The battle pass was look at these skins, man. The reactive skin was the only good thing there. Gibraltar got the fast rehealing nerfed, but it's not that deep. He was still good. Season 9 Legacy was a huge success. The amount of content creators covering the release of this season was ridiculous. We got the new legend Valkyrie. Her tactical was missile swarms that would do 25 damage. And her ult was skedaddling. I can't say it. Skedaddling her and her teammates out whenever they couldn't take heat from enemies. We got the bow check. Got a bow check, which was OP as fuck with 3 arrow shots or less to the chest. Ayy, that rhymed. I should be a rapper. 3 arrow shots or less to the chest would kill an enemy, and the most embarrassing thing about that is I didn't know how to use that either. Maybe I'm just dog water at Apex in general, but it got nerfed anyway, so go fuck yourself to whoever was consistently beaming me with that. Shatter Caps was a new hop up that got added. My second name is actually Shatter, by the way. Kinda cool. They named the hop up after me. What can I say, man? I'm goated. And if you put it on the bow check or the 30-30, that shit would turn into a shotgun. Ooh, let's talk about arenas. This was a fun, fresh new take on Apex. 3v3 on a small map, sign me up. A lot of people played that more than the Battle Royale, but went back to it when it got repetitive. There was a new version of Olympus with this big plant thing looking like the Groot, along with a new ship called the Icarus Bridge. Allow the battle pass for season 9. I know I said this season was a huge success, but this was a letdown. Like, what are these skins? Nah. As always, reactive skin never disappoints, and that was for the devotion. Then Respawn went Fortnite mode and added emotes. Lifeline shield was removed from when reviving teammates. I had sleepless nights after that nerf. Flippertake was put into the care package and the Peacekeeper got taken out of it. TTV Wraiths were gassed. There were funny Valkyrie glitches that you could do that got patched. At this point, it's tradition to have glitches occur throughout seasons in Apex. We got the ALGS Championships here, which gave me a jungle animal vibe, and the biggest event of all, Genesis, where we got Revenant's Heirloom, which was straight heat. Season 10 Emergence, we got the most broken legend going, my boy Lil Nas X.
Couple Grammys on him, couple plaques.
I remember when people were saying,
serious war hacks, Respawn, this is BS, balance your legend.
They weren't wrong, but just chill the fuck out. Just abuse him till he gets nerfed. We got the new LMG called the Rampage. This motherfucker was a beast if you inserted a thermite grenade. It could be revved up to 90 seconds, and get this, the cunt could break down doors at medium range. It does a madness. Anvil receiver and quick draw holster was vaulted. I don't think anyone noticed, to be honest, but what they did notice was the new hopper boosted loader. It sped up reload time for the Wingman or Hemlock. Spitfire and Alternator were put in the care package, and guess what? The same Alternator had disruptor rounds on it, which was removed in season 3. Not a fan of the battle pass, legendary skins for the 30-30 repeater, Valkyrie and Horizon, but I do love the reactive skin with the creepy crab legs for the vault. And would you look at that, we got ranked arenas. Not better than BR, but still something the sweats can enjoy every now and then. Then we got Rampart's Heirloom in the Evolution Collection event. What is this? Respawn need a cigarette, cup of coffee, back in the game. Because this looks atrocious, the design looks better. Season 11 Escape, we got Ash, the thick ass robot.
I will fuck the shit out of that robot.
She shat all over Wraith because their abilities are similar, but Ash just trumps hers. Take the ult for an example. Ash just needs to whip that shit out and go shing. Before you know it, she's already where she needs to be. On the other hand, Wraith is just taking her time, I guess. We got the new map Storm Point, the car SMG, which is a fan favorite from Titanfall players. It uses light and heavy ammo. Now that is unique. Legendary skins for Mirage, Gibraltar, Wraith. How many skins does Wraith get? Jeez, 30-30 repeater and Bocek with the reactive skin for the Prowler. Gravity cannons got added where you could catapult from one place to another. Longbow got nerfed, damage went from 60 to 55. The fuck? What's the point? Same here with the G7, damage got increased from 34 to 36. Double tap hop up got added to the supply drop. Then we got these creatures called Prowlers which could come out their den and attack you. Once you've killed them, you get free loot. Same goes with the spiders. Season 12 and 13 can be kept brief since there's too much to talk about, but I'll highlight the main things. Season 12 we got Maggie, Control Mode, Olympus and Storm Point updates. Season 13 Newcastle, changes to Storm Point and reworked ranked. Thanks for watching.